Hi ladies, I am here to do a video about products do I still use products that I used when I first started my natural journey, or products that I talked about videos ago that I said I may have liked or that was good. Do I still use those products? One of the young curlies said that she saw a video on YouTube about that same question. You know, a YouTuber asked that same question, that do people still use products that they did videos on or that they talked about and said was so good? Do they still use those products? You know, I'm trying to fix my hair. I've been laying around kind of, so it is kind of frizzy, but it's still so soft. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all see that? Okay. Anywho, so y'all know I have tried, oh my gosh, goo gobs of products. Some of them I liked, some of them I absolutely hated, and some of them were okay. And some of them I did like, but at that time in my hair journey, they were good for then. And, you know, I may not have needed them anymore, or may have found something better that I liked. But that doesn't mean that, you know, I still wouldn't like it. It's just that, you know, I found something that, you know, may work a little bit better, or I just don't need it anymore. You know, like when I first got into my hair journey, I suffered with tangles and stuff, and I still do. My hair still gets tangled, but I've learned ways to manage my hair to where when I get to the deep conditioning stage, my hair, I'm not fighting with my hair, or when I get to the styling, you know, stage, I'm not fighting with my hair. You know, I'm just not fighting with my hair the whole time. So certain things that I use or came across that I loved because I didn't have to fight with my hair through every step, I may not need it anymore because I know how to manage my hair before I get there. So I'm gonna, okay, that's the TV. I'm gonna show y'all some things that I have reviewed in the past that I still do use. I may not use them on a regular, but I still do pull them out now and again. And some of them I do use on a regular, like every time I wash and condition and style my hair, they are used. Of course, y'all know I'm a shopaholic, so I'm always trying something new. And again, some of the things that I try that are new I may like, but it may be other things that I may come across, or because I'm trying to control my PJ-ism, you know, I just kind of need to scale back and say, okay, which 3 I like the best, because that's my goal, is to find 3 of everything I use, 3 moisturizers that I could switch in and out, 3 butters that I could switch in and out, 2 to 3 leave-in conditioners that I could switch in and out, you know, shampoo bars, co-washes, you know, co-washes, because I could, as long as they work, I could keep buying different ones of those because they use up so quickly. But as long as they don't do me wrong, I don't mind. I don't have to have like 3, you know, that I could switch because they go so fast. I could just keep rotating them, or, you know, whatever I have the money for at that time. Some may be way more expensive than others, and I just may not have it to splurge on that particular one, so I have to go with the cheaper one that works just as fine at the time. But you know, before this video is 20 minutes and I don't get to the products, let me get to the products to show you the products that I still do use since from, I won't say day one, some of them from day one, but some of them from late. I just want to also tell you too that it's been a year, the end of May, I want to say maybe the last week. I don't remember what day. But last year, May, I became fully natural. The week of my daughter's graduation, I cut the rest of my relaxer out, which wasn't much. It probably was about that much, maybe an inch or so, 2 left on my hair. And I just cut it out. I transitioned for a full 2 years. For about 2 years, maybe over 2 years. My last relaxer was February of 2011. That was the last time I had put a relaxer in my hair. And I fully transitioned. I got trims like once. You know, I waited a whole year, maybe year and a half before I got my first trim, before I got my first trim. I didn't even do it myself because I didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, before I got my first trim, I actually did cut my hair, and I cut it really uneven. And then my husband had to help me. This is when I first, decided I was going to go natural. But I waited a whole year, about a year and a half or so, before I went to get my hair professionally trimmed. And it had grew in a lot, about a year. I would say not really a year and a half. It was probably about a year. I waited to get my first professional trim, and it had grew in a lot at that point. And then I would just go every year. But last year, I wasn't able to make it into her. And so it's been about 2 years since I've gotten a professional trim. I've just been trimming it myself, which I'm supposed to go next month to get my hair. I was finally able to catch up with her. But anywho, that's my history. End of May this year makes me 1 year fully natural, no relaxer. I was a late product junkie. I really didn't start getting into buying products until probably I bought my first set of products online in May. I want to say June, early June, end of May, or something like that. May have been May. I got sick and tired of all of the different products that didn't work, and Tresemme Natural was the first online natural products that I bought. And then I believe Yonobi was the second. And then it just went on from there. So I'm a relatively new product junkie, but let's go into the products because it's 8 minutes. So as I told y'all before, my first online products was Tresemme Natural, and I bought her mini kit. So this came in, did this come in her kit? I think so. This came in her kit. It was a small, she reformulated this. This is now creamy, but before it was hard. And although it doesn't look creamy, it is pretty soft. But the first one she had, it was a butter. It was a harder butter. And I actually didn't like that one. I like the macadamia styling butter better, so I was using that one all the time. But when she reformulated it, this is now my favorite one. I haven't tried the macadamia styling butter since then, but this came in a small 2-ounce size, came in it, in an Aunt Cookie's moisture cream, of course, a small one. I did repurchase another small one after the mini kit. And also, I want to tell you, her stuff sounded so good. Before I got my first order, she had another sale, and I think it was buy one, get 2 free or something like that. So I ended up ordering from her again before I even got my first mini kit and the other stuff that I ordered from her. And thank God, I absolutely loved her stuff because I had so much stuff from her. I think I had like 4 of these and like 4 of the, Aunt Cookie's moisture creams. Yeah, it was a lot. So I'm still using Tresemme Natural. Y'all know she is my holy grail product maker. If I didn't have the money or couldn't buy anything else, I could just go with her line and I would be good. These 3 products right here. Healing Hair Butter. This Aunt Cookies is off the chain with softness and moisture. And this right here, Moisture Therapy Conditioner. So yes, I am still using those products. Tresemme Naturals was a conditioner that I had started using to co-wash with, because that's what I was doing when I first started. When I first decided to go natural, I co-washed all the time. I had stopped using shampoos, and I went through so many conditioners. And because I do have a lot of hair, I need something that that's not 8 ounces, that I'm not going to use up in 2 uses. And so I did come across Tresemme Naturals. I still got like 5 or 6 bottles left of the old formula, but I use this just to pre-poo my hair, so I will have them for some time. So yeah, this is my pre-poo. This is my pre-poo conditioner that I mix with oils and stuff. Tea tree oil I still use. Y'all know I have scalp issues, so I put this in my pre-poo mix as well. So this is one of the oils, and sometimes I even put this in when I used to make my own scalp oil mixes, or I'll put it in my steamer as well. I'm gonna just bring out all my oils. So these are all my oils that I've been using. Jamaican black castor oil, and although I haven't used Jamaican black castor oil just on my scalp by itself, again, I do put it in some of my mixes. Rather, if I do a clay mix, I will put it in that. I put it in my pre-poo mix. So I don't use it just on my scalp, because, you know, I found other oils that I like as well. Vitamin E is another one that I put in my pre-poo mix. All of these oils I put in my pre-poo mix. And sometimes when I do a bentonite clay, I will, you know, put a little bit of these oils. This is avocado, jojoba, and then peppermint oil is also good for scalp and stuff. Yeah, so I put all of these in my pre-poo mix, and some of them, not all of them, in my bentonite clay. Just maybe a few, like, you know, Jamaican black or some jojoba oil or whatever. Now, coconut oil, I don't use. This is the cooking one. I don't really use this on my hair. Coconut oil, I never really, maybe when I first started transitioning, going natural, my hair liked it, but I bought the coconut oil mostly for me and my son's body, and I mixed, again, all of these different oils in with it. So I would get almond oil, vitamin E, I would get some jojoba oil, you know, avocado oil, and I would mix it all into the coconut oil, and that was our skin. Because again, at the time I was not buying online. It was all on the ground only. And then yeah, so that's mostly what I was using the coconut oil for. Now, because I have found, I shop online, and I have found body products that I like for me and my son's skin. I only really use this now for oil pulling, which I've started back doing recently, as of I think this week. So bentonite clay, I started using this when I was transitioning, I believe, or maybe when I was almost finished transitioning. I went and bought some of this. I kept reading about it, and I finally went to Whole Foods and, you know, found it and started using it. And I still do use this on times where I don't want to shampoo and I just want to detox my hair. And, you know, I do like the clay treatments. This does not leave my hair hard or stripped or funny feeling. It's just a mess. And I do mix, you know, a lot of my oils, some of my oils with this as well. Apple cider vinegar. This has been with me from, I started using apple cider vinegar, I think January or February, maybe March, I don't know, somewhere up in there of last year, because I was getting sick of my dandruff. I had tried everything to get rid of it. The Jamaican black castor oil didn't get rid of it. The tea tree oil didn't get rid of it. The peppermint oil didn't help none. And so a lot of people were saying, you know, apple cider vinegar, apple cider vinegar. And so I said, well, I was at my last resort because even the prescription stuff, you know, wasn't even helping. So I said, well, I done tried everything else. Let me try the apple cider vinegar. And I used it for 4 weeks. I washed my hair every week. Well, I co-washed my hair every week. And every week I would, after I washed and, you know, co-washed and conditioned my hair, you know, whatever, I would pour this over my head and leave it in. I did this every week for 4 weeks straight. And finally my dandruff didn't have any flakes. And then the flakes started back up around October of this past October. So, and now the apple cider vinegar don't really help much anymore. Who go figure. So yeah, I've been using apple cider vinegar. And I also just started using grapeseed oil, I think late last summer as well. And this is a big part of my pre-poo mix. That's why my pre-poo mix look green, because the most of my oil is the grapeseed oil that's in my pre-poo mix. So that's something I've been using for a while as well. And then, of course, the As I Am line. I like the co-wash, but I also like the cleansing put-in because this is like a low-poo shampoo. And when I wanted to co-wash, I would just use the coconut co-wash. They both smell really good. Once I had found out about this and I couldn't really find the Shea Moisture when they first came out, Sally's was selling that, so I just went to Sally's and got the co-wash, and then I found out they had a cleansing put-in. And I do like the shampoo, so but this is a lot more expensive than the co-wash, but they both cleanse my hair really good, and I can detangle and all of that stuff too. So those are two products that I've been using for a while, you know, since transitioning and being fully natural. And then last but not least, I came across these shampoo bars after reading about them for so long. I finally took the plunge, and Fire Opal 94, hey girl, she was talking about shampoo bars and which one might be good. I tried the Yonobi she was the first shampoo bar I tried. And when I first tried it, I liked it, but when I went back to it again, it was her black shampoo bar. My hair was like, oh no. And so I ordered her sample pack, and then I tried a few others. Who did I try? I tried Obia. I tried 2 of hers, the neem, tea tree, and then I tried the coconut, because y'all know I like coconut smells. The coconut I didn't like. It didn't, you know, really do anything for me. It cleansed my scalp, but it just left a feeling on my hair I didn't like. The neem tree was okay. I never went back to it because I ended up giving it to my daughter because she needed some. She has really bad dandruff as well, and she's tried everything and nothing seemed to be working. She did like I did have the Heritage Hydration apple cider vinegar bar. It was too stripping for my hair, but my daughter loves it. I actually need to get her another one. That's why I gave her the Obia neem and tea tree bar, because I need to order her another one. She liked it, but it was too stripping for my hair. And she don't really care for pouring the apple cider vinegar over her hair. She'd rather use a bar than pour the apple's ACV over her hair. But then Fire Opal 94 told me about Bow Beam, so I went and ordered her sample bars. You get 4 for $5. I'm not sure if she's still